Hello, happy Tuesday. Tuesdays and Thursdays do our standing work. We'll begin with the standing work today. On Thursday, we'll put it at the end. Let's get warmed up a little bit first. Feet about shoulder width apart, knees nice and soft, body nice and erect. Let's begin to turn from side to side, letting the arms swing free. And then taking the hands into loose fists, let's begin to knock on the lower belly and lower back. Going full out traditional today. The 8 brocades date back some 800 plus years. The standing work goes back even further than that. Let's let the hands float back off the body and begin to shift the weight from side to side as your arms move from side to side. And gradually begin to shrink the movement down. Slow the movement down. Let's start deepening out the breathing. Breathing in through the nose if you're able. And out through the mouth through the nose. And once we return back to our resting wuji, let's connect to the breath with a little spinal cord breathing. Breathing in as we rise. Fold it all back in, breathe out. Breathing in, spread the elbows apart, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then fold it all back in, gently fold forward. And for the last few, let's put a little turn at the top. Coming back to center to breathe out. Let's take one more on each side. And then we rise back into our neutral wuji. The standing work, we're going to toe heel out just a little wider than hips width. Not a full horse stance, but a little bit wider. Let yourself sink back down like you're sitting on the edge of a tall stool. Take your hands, Backs of hands come to the lower back. Everything else nice and erect. Close your eyes if you'd like. And we'll hold each of the 5 postures for about 10 breaths. Couple more nice deep breaths. And then on your next exhale, go ahead and relax the hands back down to your sides. And inhale, pick up the fingertips a little bit, slight bend in the elbows, turn the palms in toward one another. And we hold the ball down low in front of the lower dantian. Couple more breaths. And on your next exhale, just relax the hands straight and back up. And then inhaling. Hands come up in front, about chest high. Pull them in, keeping the fingertips pointing toward each other. Lower the elbows, let the shoulders relax, and then sit back down on your stool. And we pause and breathe here in the standing post. Couple more breaths here. And then on an exhale again, let everything relax. Let yourself come back upright. Fourth posture, holding the ball out in front of the face. Hands come up. Turn the palms in slightly like you're lifting up a ball and holding it there. Bring your gaze back forward. Sit back down on your stool. Gradually pull your fingertips back so that you're simulating the ball pushing down against your hands. Last few breaths here. And we'll exhale right into the fifth posture. Let the arms fold forward, hands angled in, and now instead of holding up the ball, we're holding it down as it tries to rise. Sit back down on your stool if you've come up. Last couple breaths of the postures. And on your next exhale, go ahead and release back down. Hands back down to the side, toe heel back into hips width, turning to Wuji, and let's take it into our flow. Palms turn up. Hands rise, turning over at the shoulder, press overhead. Come up on the balls of your feet as the hands separate, and then everything releases down. Adding the breath, breathing in as we begin to rise. Hands turn over, breathe out overhead. Breathe yourself up to the balls of your feet. Begin to separate the hands. And then breathing out, relax and release. Holding up the heavens. wrists are feeling a little more flexible than mine are today, you can interlock your fingers as they rise and keep them interlocked as you press them overhead. One more. Hands float back up to the sides. As we prepare to shoot the bow, fold one hand in to grab the string, the other becomes an aiming point. Breathe out, draw the bow. Let both hands drop, swing across, other side. As you exhale, draw the bow. Inhale the hands across. Exhale, draw the bow. One more on each side. And then to release, unfold your string hand. Let hands spiral in to capture a ball. And then turn the palms out from each other, one high, one low. Inhaling, the arms spiraling, recapturing the ball with the other hand on top. Sink down, and then as you exhale, one palm high, one palm low. Separating earth and sky. Take your in-breath on the transition, and then a long out-breath on the stretch. One more on each side. And the last one here. Spiral the hands to recapture the ball and then spin that ball. Flatten the palms, let them float down, and let them come all the way past the body as you look out over a shoulder. Inhale, hands come forward, backs of hands turn in toward one another. Exhale, arms float back past the body as you look out over a shoulder. The wise owl looks behind. One more looking each way. All the way forward one more time, and then flatten the palms and release back down to Wuji. Setting up for the next couple, we need to toe heel out to a wider stance. And then sink on down, let your hands slide down to your knees. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, swing your head across the front. And breathing in to return to the beginning, breathing out, start on down the other side. About halfway, begin the in-breath to return you to the beginning, swinging the head and shaking the tail. One more time over and back. And come back upright. Let your hands trail up into loose fists right under the ribs. Take a breath in, and on the breath out, punch one forward. Breathing in as you withdraw that fist. Breathing out as you punch the other one forward. Fix your gaze on an object in front of you. Punching with the intent gaze. One more time with each fist. The last one. And then release the hands, toe heel back into our neutral position, feet about hips width apart. Take your hands around to the kidney area. Take a breath in as you arch your back. And then a breath out as you trace down the outside of your legs. Breathing in, trace all the way back up, hands back to the kidneys, arch. Breathing out as we trace down. Breathing in as we trace back up and arch. This one's called Two Hands Hold the Feet to Strengthen the Waist and Kidneys. One more time. One last arch. And release back to Wuji. And we finish. Rising overhead, turn the palms over, press the palms down. Rising again, try to come up on the balls of your feet if you can. And then as you come down, lower the palms, lower the heels. One last time. And as your hands reach the bottom, go ahead and place them hand over the lower dantian. Close your eyes, and we'll take a few nice long deep breaths to finish the practice today. Take one more nice long deep breath. And as you release that breath, release the hands, let the eyes drift back open, give everything a little shake out at the bottom. Thanks for joining me today. It was our Tuesday Zhan practice along with the 8 brocades. Namaste.